We have some huge news to go through here for Vanguard Zombies. Details on the launch map, the name has been revealed, a bunch of info on the new type of mode Treyarch are introducing, when we're going to see our round-based maps, DLC 1, field upgrades, the Vanguard Zombies storyline, a lot of stuff to go through here in today's video. If you guys are new and would like to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. We're about 80 subs away from 84K on the channel, and be sure to drop a like on the video as well. Very quickly, before we go through anything today, I did ask you guys over on my Twitter, what do you think will be the final DLC perk in Cold War Zombies? Double tap, PhD Flopper or Slider, Widow's Wine, maybe another BO4 perk like Death Perception. Definitely be sure to head over to that tweet, link will be down below. Reply with your ideas, theories for what you think the final DLC perk will be in this game. I'll be sure to shout you guys out, use a bunch of them in a future video coming very soon. But now for the Vanguard Zombies launch map info. Let's start off first with something fairly important, the name of the map itself. MW2 Ghost says this: it seems the first Vanguard Zombies map is going to be called War of the Dead. So pretty cool name there, War of the Dead. Nothing too special, but it's a clean look, easy to pronounce. It's an Of the Dead map, so that might be a good sign as well. Not so sure there, but War of the Dead seems to be a solid name for a zombies map made by Treyarch. And I don't mind Treyarch titling their maps in all different ways. They've done this so many times before. Some maps are just in plain English. Some are in the different languages of where the maps take place. Zetsubou no Shima in Japan, Garad Krovi in Russia, recently Die Maschine, Mardor Toten. So it all makes sense there. I don't mind them changing it up during the Vanguard Zombies DLC season, just like they always do for all the zombie games in the past. But this launch map might be, and probably will be, a lot different than what we might expect for a normal Treyarch Zombies launch. Apparently, it's a mixture between Outbreak, Onslaught, and the round base experiences. So before we go through anything here, I'm going to try to explain this and go through all of my thoughts on this before you guys comment all crazy stuff. Let me just go through this here. It's an interesting idea, but before I go through any of that info, I have to give you guys context on Vanguard Zombies and the DLC season. So let's actually first talk about DLC 1 for Vanguard Zombies, because we do have a little bit of info on what we're seeing with that. So MW2 Ghost tells us that he got a little more info to back something up I was recently told about Vanguard Zombies. The first proper round-based map will come with Vanguard Season 1, not at launch. But there will be Zombies content day 1 at launch. So let's go through some more info here, what he means by this. Let me add that this could change. Of course it could change. Take all of this with a grain of salt. These are early rumors, but I'm just reporting on a double intel drop pertaining to the same thing. I'll obviously update more when I can, but I've heard this from 2 people now. This info is super important to know because this tells us that what's being described for the launch of Vanguard Zombies is not necessarily a traditional round-based map experience. There will still be normal round-based maps in Vanguard, and we'll be getting our first one at the beginning of Season 1, but right now it seems like the launch map will not be a traditional round-based map. And I know the immediate reaction to this, a lot of you guys might be fairly disappointed, might be even angry at Treyarch. How could you do this? How could you not give us a round-based map at launch? This doesn't make any sense. But if you think about it, it actually does make sense, because right now we're already getting a new round-based map in Cold War Zombies DLC 4 on Thursday, October 7th. Only a month later is the launch of Vanguard. 1 month, even less than a month between 2 new round-based maps is a pretty short amount of time. Now, if zombies were being made by Sledgehammer this time around for Vanguard, that wouldn't be an excuse for me, because they're 2 separate studios working on the zombies mode. But think about it, DLC 4 is being made by Treyarch, and Treyarch have to go right over and start and finish the launch map for Vanguard, and also their first round-based map. So if you think about it, it makes complete sense as to why there wouldn't be a new round-based map right at launch. And I'm even surprised they're even doing anything for zombies right at launch, since they just finished up on the last round-based map for Cold War Zombies. But the question is, when exactly are we getting that first round-based map in Vanguard? Now, someone asked MW2 Ghost this: when does Season 1 start? He responds, if the dates I've seen still stand, Season 1 for Vanguard starts November 23rd. Why they would wait a little bit more than 2 weeks to launch the map? 2 weeks really makes the difference, honest question. I can't answer that. Sorry, I don't know. I hate posting dates as they could easily change. As you know, the season 1 date is from a long time ago, but it was the planned date. I'm assuming it still stands. So super interesting info here. And again, if November 23rd is the official release date of season 1 for Vanguard, and that's also when we're receiving our first round-based zombies map in the game as well, I am not mad at that whatsoever. Only a couple of weeks after the launch of Vanguard Zombies, and we got our first round-based map after already seeing a new zombies experience. Again, I understand completely. I mean, we just got that round-based map for DLC 4, and less than 2 months later, we get our next Treyarch-made round-based map, but in a different game. So I think that makes perfect sense. Again, let me know how you feel about that down below. I know a lot of you guys might just want a normal round-based map at launch, but we really have to see how much people enjoy the launch experience of this game. We don't know exactly what it's all about, but now let's go through some info as to what it might be. We don't know for sure, so be sure to fully have, actual opinions on this once we get official information. We're going through rumors, we're going through early info, so we don't know exactly how this launch is going to go. It could be really cool, and what we're going to talk about here actually seems super interesting. So this is apparently going to be some type of mixture between Outbreak, Onslaught, and the round-based experiences. But first off, I want to say this either could be an evolved version of Outbreak. This could be the new Outbreak sequel, the improved Outbreak from Cold War Zombies, or this could be a completely separate third new major mode, a part of Treyarch Zombies. You have the round-based maps, you have Outbreak, even Onslaught, so maybe this is the fourth as well. Now you have this new hybrid mode as well, but I really feel like this is just the new version of Outbreak, so we won't see Outbreak how it was in Cold War Zombies in Vanguard. This will be the new version of Outbreak, and I honestly think it sounds pretty interesting. So a mixture between all of these modes. What exactly does that mean? So we know the qualities that make a good round-based map, for example. What is it? It's buyable doors, mystery box, wall weapons, pack-a-punching, the main Easter egg, other mini side quests, stuff like that. Relatively smaller maps. You can train in different areas, stuff like that. Outbreak, you have some similar stuff you see in the round-based maps. The wall weapons are there, mystery box, an Easter egg, stuff like that. But there's no buyable doors, really. There's a much larger playing field, really large maps. You have different objectives that you have to complete each round, and you teleport to a different map each round as well. So a bit different there. Onslaught, if you guys don't know, it's a PlayStation exclusive zombies mode, and pretty much it's just zombies on the multiplayer maps, and the main Onslaught mode is based around this orb that you have to stay inside, and you kill zombies to progress through the surges or rounds in the mode. And as you progress through the surges, the orb moves around different parts of the map that you're on. So super cool there. Also in Onslaught, there are no wall weapons, perk machines, pack-a-punch. The weapons are dropped by zombies, perks are dropped by zombies, Aether tools are used to upgrade your weapons, and the chalices are used to pack-a-punch your weapons instead of the pack-a-punch machine. But what exactly is a combination of all of these modes? Leave your ideas down below. Definitely want to see what you guys have to say here. I would say try to take the best attributes of each mode and try to come up with this super hybrid zombies mode that seems like Treyarch are attempting to make here with Vanguard. And overall, I'm kind of hyped about this. And if this is a direct sequel to Outbreak from Cold War Zombies, I could definitely see this being a much more evolved and improved version of that, fixing a bunch of the issues people had with Outbreak, making it a bit more like round-based map experiences. Maybe the maps are a bit smaller. Maybe there are buyable doors instead of what we see in Outbreak. Maybe there's an Onslaught element where there's an orb as well, and you could go in the orb and go around certain parts of the map to get different challenges and to get different XP, stuff like that. You fight different bosses. A combination of all these modes could really be super sick. So I don't know, let me know down below any ideas, any crazy ideas you have. Again, this is very early info as to what this launch experience will be. It sounds like it could be promising though, so I just want to make sure you guys understand as well that all of the round-based maps won't be like this. At first, I looked and I was like, wait a second, is this the new way that Treyarch are doing zombies? But Obviously, no. We're still going to have the normal round-based maps. They know a large portion of the community still just like the normal, traditional round-based map experiences, but they do want to evolve and expand, and this new mode really seems like they're doing just that. But let's go through some more info here as to what we're getting for Vanguard Zombies, some rumors as to what we're seeing for the field upgrades in this game. Now, I talked about before that most of the Cold War Zombies gameplay mechanics and features I figured would just be brought over to Vanguard Zombies. It makes the most sense. They were super popular in the mode. I don't see them changing it too much, especially I'm assuming that they have a bit less time to develop Vanguard Zombies. I don't think that's a crazy take to have. I don't think that means Vanguard Zombies will actually be bad, but I think it makes perfect sense. If they have a little less time, why not just bring over those Cold War Zombies features that people loved, bring them over to Vanguard, change them up a bit, and why not? So this is from Naticos here. A bunch of the different achievements actually did leak out, and again, we can't confirm this, but it does reveal some stuff about the field upgrades. So in War of the Dead, eliminate 10 zombies that were damaged by the energy mine artifact. So super interesting there. Energy mine artifact. Another one here in War of the Dead, eliminate 10 zombies via melee that have been slowed by the Frost Blast artifact. So first off, it seems like artifacts are just the new versions of field upgrades. Energy mine, Frost Blast, I'd assume would also have a bunch of the other Cold War Zombies field upgrades as well, but just with an artifact theme to it. We don't know how similar or different this energy mine will be from the Cold War Zombies energy mine, or for that matter, any of the artifacts, how similar they will be to the field upgrades in Cold War Zombies, but my guess is that for the most part, they will be very similar. The artifact name is different, maybe the actual usage of the perk, the energy mine, it might look different, but pretty much you'll be able to have a strong resemblance. You'll be able to tell the energy mine from Cold War Zombies from the one in Vanguard Zombies. They should be very similar, but we'll see very soon. Some more Vanguard Zombies achievements here though. In War of the Dead, sacrifice 13 hearts. Not so sure what that might mean there. Definitely leave your ideas down below. The next one, in War of the Dead, equip 3 covenants. Now, I guess they're referring to covenant in the sense of an agreement or something like that. Not so sure what that might be referring to, but again, leave your ideas down below. And some more info here about what people are finding for Vanguard Zombies. Again, these are rumors. We don't know for sure. I'm just looking at tweets here. I'm looking at Nanicos' tweet, and he's telling me some stuff. He's tweeting out salvage, sacrificial heart, super progress, super state, show splash to remind player to upgrade to or use the supercharges, power up splash, so covenant menu as well, covenant response, covenant selection. So super interesting stuff here. Again, be sure to leave your ideas down below. Covenants seem to be something you equip in the menu before you start the game, and they're acting as some type of upgrade, or they give you extra abilities when you play the map, kind of similar to the things we saw on Infinite Warfare Zombies. I'm forgetting the name, but those cards that you had also in BO4 Zombies, I think those the Talesman cards or whatever they were called. I'll put them up on screen. It might be similar to that type of vibe where it gives you extra abilities when you're playing the game. Could be that as well. Again, we don't know for sure. Super early, and we're just starting to see some info on this here, but we'll see very soon what all of this means. But some more stuff here now with the storyline for Vanguard Zombies. There are talks now about a red dark ether for Vanguard with a multiverse, and we also have some info on some stuff about the dark ether now. And this guy says, ever wonder what happened to everything after the Black Ops 4 ending? They were sent to the dark ether. But the question is, which dark ether? So again, if you guys are super into the storyline, I know a lot of people are really into it. I'm into it, but again, this is actually kind of crazy here because we don't know for sure how the dark ether is going to progress in this next game. We're going back in time. We're going into the 40s, but we don't know exactly if we're going to be in the same dark ether, if there are in fact multiple dark ethers, if the ether storyline ended, the characters were sent to this new world and a new dark ether was formed, but there's also another coexisting red dark ether. There are some theories about the dark ether being, set up where there's different subsections of the dark ether, and a subsection of the dark ether is the red dark ether, maybe a hellish devil dark ether in a sense. Again, I mean, it's super crazy here. This guy, this leaker, is referring to the multiverse returning. We don't know for sure if there will be some type of multiverse. We'll have to see very soon. Once we get more intel, the Vanguard zombies reveal, the launch experience, whatever that's going to be, it'll give us a better idea as to what exactly we're seeing here for this new mode. But so far, it does sound super, super interesting just based off of the feel and the potential atmosphere and vibe. A red dark ether could honestly be so cool. The dark ether right now has a bluish purple theme, and I do think DLC 4 will have a lot of that dark ether vibe to it. Hopefully a portion of the map will literally be set entirely in the dark ether. That would be super cool. But for Vanguard zombies, if the dark ether that we teleport into for certain missions, for Easter eggs, or if even parts of the maps are set in the dark ether, if it is a red devilish hellish theme now, that could be a really cool vibe and atmosphere for sure. And just strictly based off of a gameplay experience, I would definitely love to see that. Whatever the storyline implication and reasoning is as to why there is this red dark ether. Is it a subsection of the current dark ether? Is it a completely separate coexisting dark ether? The multiverse is back in business, back to the BO3 vibes. We don't know for sure. We'll learn those specifics very soon. Again, leave your theories and ideas down below. But again, strictly based off of a gameplay vibe, I think this red dark ether could be really cool as well. And in the recent intel, we know that this demonologist craft is, talking about a bunch of different runes that he's finding across different parts of the world. And it seems like a lot of this red dark ether stuff could actually happen based on the evidence that people have been finding for this storyline so far. So definitely let me know down below how you guys feel about this. What do you think about the Vanguard Zombies launch experience? Do you want there to be a round-based map first instead of a little bit after? Again, if all of this info comes out to be completely true, I really don't mind whatsoever. We still have to see the Vanguard Zombies reveal. We'll see how that launch experience is, and if most people don't like it, we're going to get a new round-based map literally 2 weeks after the launch of the game, so I wouldn't be mad at that whatsoever, but definitely leave your opinions on that down below. There are 2 videos up on screen that may interest you, so be sure to check one of them out. Really do appreciate it, guys. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.